And welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy back again with another video, in the same week. Oh my, well not the same week. Y'all know what I mean. Anyways, that's not the point. Point being is we're back, okay, with part 4 of what if Deku had a dragon maid. Last time, your boy Deku, well, they made Eri. He saved Eri, and so that's a thing. They did the USJ, which basically Tora showed off how OP she is. Deku's not there yet, but he will be. To be honest, he'll be stronger than her, but that's the point. Um, and they finally, it's official, Toru and Deku admitted their feelings. And they explain what Dragon Maiden is. And they also, had a bedtime spar, but it's not here or there, so that's where we left off. Now, without further ado, I'm not gonna keep it for long. Let's get to it. So, you know, it's been a week. It's been a month break, and during that month, uh, during that month, Eri, so the whole little family has been getting better at it, together, getting closer. Eri's a little bit. She's become more open and smiley towards them. She's still very afraid to talk to anyone else. But the class do know about Eri, but they've never met Eri. So that's the thing. They know. Then, so yeah, uh, they know of Eri. They haven't met Eri yet, but they know of Eri. Well, yeah, they know of Eri, but the, anyways, I keep saying those words. So they finally get back into class, and they finally get back to class. They finally start school again after the break between USJ and this. And, Aizawa comes in and I was like, Mr. Aizawa, what are you doing here? Aren't you still injured? He's like, no, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. It's like, that being said, I hope you are prepared. And they're all afraid, scared. Like, oh God, no, villain attack. I said, no. It's like, it's the USJ. I mean, the USJ. Oh my God, it's what's it called? Ah, sports festival. There you go. It's a sports festival time. Sports festival. They were saying, are you sure it's okay for us to do a sports festival after we, got attacked by villains? And so that's exactly why we're doing it. Because if they see we're backing down, we're scared, they're proving their point. But if we show up and prove we're not, people won't shut down this. Speaking of which, remember this tournament, this festival is to show your how you do well in hero, your combat ability, and this is how you get scouted for an agency. So you better bring your A game. I know a few students that I don't have to worry about, but everybody else you better step it up. And everybody's like, oh, so that's how it goes. Then class ends, and I'm gonna stop saying that. Class ends, and they are exiting. Well, Deku and Toru are exiting. They're kind of excited, trying to, because there you go again. Because Deku is getting more into his giant instincts lately, especially after that night. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But his giant instincts he's become more accustomed to dragon instincts, so he is loving to fight. So what I'm kind of doing is kind of mixing. What I'm doing is kind of mixing Naoto's personality with Izuku's. So he is very like when he is still Izuku, but he loves to fight. He loves it. He loves to fight. That being said, but he's not as rambunctious or destructive as Natsu. So yeah. Anyways, so Toru and Deku are exiting. They're gonna go pick up Kana and Eri. But that's when class 1B, you know, they're talking shit. You know, Shinjo appears. It's like, oh, you think you were born with power, and this, Toru was about to say something, but it's actually Deku. This is like, was I born with power? Actually, it wasn't. I was correct. I was born weak, bro. But you know what I did? I didn't bitch and moan and cried about it. You know what I did? I did something about it. Granted, I'm a late bloomer now. I was a late bloomer, and you know I finally got my crack. But that's not the point. The point being said is that even before that, I started training because I wanted to prove everybody wrong. But here you are. You think you have it bad? Really? You're gonna complain? But you know what? I'm not gonna get into it. I hope I face up at the sports festival, and I'll show you. He was about to go in, but he didn't. He decided not to. You know, he exits, and pretty much that's how that goes. And yeah, that's how it goes. You know, the week passed before the sports festival begins. Kana and Eri are there, you know, cheering. They're cheering for their mom and dad, basically. That's what they are, mom and dad. And so, yeah, and there was, but to Deku's surprise, there's 2 other people there. Well, not 2 other people. His mom was there. I was about to say his dad, but his dad's gone for now. He'll come back. But his mom is there. It's like, Mom? And she's like, oh. She's like, hi, honey. And, you know, he's like, oh boy. So, there comes, you know, she's sitting with Kana. Because Nelly explained the whole situation. So, Kana and, what was his, I don't remember if Deku's mom knows about. Well, I think she does know about Kana. And if she doesn't, well, she'll figure it out. She knows now, but if she does. But she definitely finds out about Eri. So, no, she's playing with Eri, and you know, she's like, oh, hi. And Eri's like, oh, hi, my name is Eri. It's like, oh, hi, my name is Inka Midoriya. I'm Izuku's. Oh, and then, you know, Eri's kind of less scared. So you're my grandma. And, you know, Inko just, her heart melts. And she's like, oh, so much cuteness. I can't handle this. You know. And, you know, she starts getting to know Eri. And, you know, Nezu explains the situation. Alma's there too. Because they do Eri's and come around them. That being said, so, you know, sports festival begins, you know, midnight. Presents like, oh, this is the students for UA, come up the tie. And well, it's a surprise, but it's the double winners who got first place. They got tied. And, you know, Izuku and Toru go up. And, you know, Toru's like, I'm going to let you do the talk. Since I don't really, if I say stuff, it's going to go bad. No, Izuku grabs the mic and he's like, how can I say this? So welcome everybody to the sports festival. I hope everybody enjoys the fights, and we're here ready to show y'all what we're made of. But speaking of which, he turns to the classes. I hope you bring your A game, because if you don't, you're all gonna lose. Yeah, okay. And you know, basically that, you know, people like kind of get salty, but at the same time they're hyped because they're like, oh, okay, I see. You basically what you're saying, you're challenging us. Okay, yeah, I see. It's on. You know, Baku is fuming. Shin's like, he's lucky. You know, Shoto's like, I'll prove I'm stronger than you then, so I can prove my father wrong. You know, he's on his little emo phase right now. No. Everybody else is just like, well, that is Izuku for you. Because they're kind of like, that's Izuku. And, you know, Kyoshi was like, bro, that was manly as hell. Being said, you know, Air begins to leave, and you have to go to the tunnel. And, you know, the first the racing the race begins. And I mean like begin, like the Toru and Deku dust off, before even before hold up. I'll be back. What was it? Oh yeah, they dust off, blitz. They basically blitz everybody. They pass before even Shoto can do the whole ice wall. Shoto's surprised, and he's trying to catch up, but bro, they gone. But Toru does beat. You know what? Yeah, she beats Izuku by like not even a second, by nanoseconds basically. And she's like, "Ha, I win." It's like, I'll get you one time. I will beat you next time. She's like, sure. It's gonna take you a while before you reach my level, honey. He's like, you're really gonna do this right now. So, but they wait for everybody else. Everybody else comes, what's it called? Shoto comes second. Bakugo third. They're both salty, but they can't do too much about it. And it's up Calvary battle time. And it obviously targets the 1 million thing, but no one really wants to fight her. But Izuku joins her. Obviously, Izuku goes with her. Oh wait, no, Shoto gets third, and Bakugo gets fourth. So Shoto, is it Shoto? No, the team is gonna be Toru, Izuku. What's it called? I forgot his name. It's in the tip of my tongue. Dark Shadow. Fuck, I forgot his name. Damn it. See, second right now. I remember names. And Maid. Tokoyami. There you go. Tokoyami. See, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the four, and pretty much it's nobody wins. They don't win. I mean, nobody gets their test ban, and now they win. So yeah, that's me. But and Debusuku and Izuku and Toru, mostly Izuku though, because Izuku is the fire. He can sense it, so he has fire. But he won't be Shoto. Bro, if only you knew. If only you knew, man. He slams harder than yours, boy. And they're not even the strongest yet. Anyways, that's a little tease. I mean, you watch Hereditary, you know where I'm ahead with this, with Izuku's powers. Anyways. So it's the individual battles time. And, Toru, she actually, Toru, halfway through the fight, she doesn't want to fight. She's like, it'll be easy. And even facing Izuku's not. Because she don't even want to fight Izuku. So, she purposely, drops out. She's like, you know what? I forfeit. Everybody else is like, what? Okay. The most people in the spectators think, she knew she was. They knew that she was, they thought she knew that her opponent was strong. But it wasn't that. It's just, everybody in Class 1A definitely knows. That's weird. Because they know the truth, like, she could really body it. And even Aizawa was like, because person like, what's the whole deal? Is she scared? He's like, no, I have a feeling to know why she did it, but they just say she don't really care about what people think of her. She only cares about one person, and I guess she's the reason she chose not to fight no more. That person's the reason she didn't chose to fight no more. That being said, if I'm being honest with her, she could body any student here. The only one that could probably put a decent fight And even then, he might not win, but still, the fight is Izuku Midoriya. But which pissed off Bakugo and Shoto and Endeavor. But you know, that being said, it's so now their way. We don't know Izuku's fights. He fights Shinzo, and they begin the start a fight. But Shinzo does his thing, and he starts talking, mess. And Izuku's just like, I'm really getting tired of shit, right? And Shinzo is like, I got him. But when the way sends to him, and nothing happens, it bounces right off. Because Izuku his mind, it's like his giant instincts will not be overpowered by some small, puny mind control. At least another type of mind control. It's not strong enough. But like it like kind of does, but then it stops. His giant instincts take over. It's like, boy, I bow to no one. You hear me? No one. So he's like, you think, what's your quirk, bro? It's like, my thing didn't work on you. My mind control didn't work. So it's mind control. Your thing could be overpowered if you weren't such a dick. You're such an asshole. Because you're so moaning and crying. Oh my God. Everybody's so gifted. Everybody this and that. I was born quirkless. I got my quirk after I was a late bloomer. But I was born quirkless. You think you know what you really... I was bullied. My best friend at the time, he's not my best friend anymore, but my best friend at the time bullied me. Everybody bullied me. Everybody made fun of. It wasn't for Toru, I almost would have committed suicide. No, because he didn't know Toru, did he? But it wasn't because I had my carrot mother with me. I almost would have committed suicide. Did he? I forgot how I made Izuku in this version. I think I made him similar, but you know what? I didn't choose that. I chose a different route. And if I did make him a little bit stronger, did I make him strong? No, yeah. No, yeah. He wasn't strong. So, yeah. You think at least you had a quirk. And your quirk is pretty powerful if you actually trained it and stop complaining about... See, here's the thing. Everybody wants everything in life. But you know what? You should be grateful that you're not that strong. Because usually the people born into power, and they're fighting, but Izuku's blocking everything, Because Shinzo's going, you should be grateful. So I should be grateful for being weak. It's like, yes. Because, see, if you were born strong, you wouldn't know what resolve. You wouldn't have resolve. And that's something you need. Because if you're born strong with power and everything, you're going to be so arrogant and think you're the shit. And, with that being said, he knocks him out. It's like, hold up, guys. He's like, he knocks him out. And, out the ring. It's like, maybe you start complaining and start training on yourself. And your quirk. And your physical body. Because if you rely on your quirk too much, you're never going to be a hero. So stop moaning, stop complaining, and do better. Because I know you can. I know you can be one of the top heroes. But you need to start viewing and relenting on the past and look to the future. Shinto's like, he's smiling. He's like, you're right. Thank you, Midoriya. I guess I needed that wake-up call. He picks him. It's like, no problem. But anyways, once you get strong, remember, I want to fight you to see how much you improved. She was like, you really are an odd one. It's like, yeah, I get to do that a lot. But, we're going to, after that, it's what's it called, Todoroki fight? Yeah, it's a Todoroki fight. So, they step forward, Todoroki versus Izuku Midoriya. And Midoriya's like, so you're not gonna use your fire, huh? It's like, nope, I don't need it. I won't use his quirk. No, Izuku raises an eyebrow. He's like, his quirk, huh? Okay. It's like, oh, yeah, he's a big problem, but let's see how this goes. This start begin. The fight begins. He's Todoroki throws ice at him, but Izuku, you know, throws a fire attack, easily burns it away. And they keep doing this, and Shoto, Izuku's like, so are you gonna start trying now? Or you can use your fire or what? He's like, I'll beat you. It doesn't matter, I'll beat you. I won't use his power. So he's like, oh, you're talking about your father. He's like, Izuku's very certain. He's like, He's like, I think I know what happened. It's like, you don't know nothing. He's like, well, and Izuku's getting closer. He's like, and that's when Izuku's, just waiting on him. He gets close enough, he takes, and I was like, I'm back. I was like, yep. So he's getting closer. He's like, you know what, anything that happened. He's like, well, maybe I don't know the full story, but I don't really need it. I'm pretty sure it has to do with that scar on your eye. And, Todoroki's like, and then, he gets gut punched. As he gets gut punched, Izuku grabs his face and, stamps him to the ground. And Izuku's like, you say you want to be a hero, but yet, here you are holding back. Who does you think you are? Do you think you're unbeatable? So what you're telling me is you're willing to let people die because you don't want to use your fire side. And he starts like wailing on Todoroki because he's mad. Every time Todoroki throws ice, Izuku throws a fire attack, instantly burns through it. He's like, who do you think you are? You're gonna let all these people die because you don't want to use your. It's like it's his, and like, are you an idiot? It's not his, it's yours. And Todoroki uses his whole, basically do the final attack, and what's it called? Shoto does his type. And for the first time, Izuku's like, oh boy, this might be a strong attack. So he powers up his full count 20%. And he uses his Dragon Slayer side. And he does, it's like Dragon Secret Arts. Fire Exploding Flame Blade. The whole attack beats Todoroki. Todoroki's knocked out. He gets knocked out the ring. And Izuku's standing there, undamaged. And now, it's the final time between Izuku and Explosion Boy. And they stepped up. He's like, this time I'll beat you, Deku. So, sure you will. He's like, just because you got that quirk. It's like, let's start a fight, And, Bakuto and Explosion, Deku is easily dodging every move. He's like, bro, you're so predictable at this point. It's kind of sad. You think about it. It's like, you think you're better than me? It's like, no, I don't think I'm better than you. He goes under him, and, he judo throws him over his shoulder, and, sends him flying. It's like, I know I'm better than you. And one day he's like, damn it, Deku, you're paid. He's like, he's throwing explosions. And, he does his ultimate move, but, he hits Deku, but, he's the fire. He's like, what the? He gets kicked right in the face, sent flying. He's like, you think you're better than me? Just because you have a girlfriend now? fuck you and your girlfriend. She's a, you know, B word. You know, just as a good side. It's like, see, usually I would kick your ass for that. But, nah, fuck it. You know, and he just goes all out. He doesn't even use his one for all. He just starts waiting on him. He grabs him by the leg, you know, he's just using his strength now, just stamina. Kind of like what Hulk did to Loki. Basically like that. You know, and he's like, and he kicks him across. And, you know, Baku, everybody's like, oh my god. And he's like, I want to tell you this once, Bakugo. You can talk shit about me all you want. You know, call me a quirky loser, a useless bastard, all that. Hell, you could, just like you could tell me to go kill myself, like that one time you did. But if you ever in your life say something bad about my mate or my kids, Eri or Kana, or my mother, trust me, after I'm done with you, you're gonna have to retire from your hero course. And you know, he just uppercuts him, knocks him out. He's like, well, that's done. And everybody's like, what in the actual? And it's not where we're gonna end off. So, you know, they get the gold medal and all that. So Izuku, you know, meets his mom, and you know, Eri's like, wow, Dad, you were, and kind of, wow, Dad, like you were amazing. You were going all out, fighting and everything. And it's like, yes, I was. My cute daughters. I was amazing, wasn't I? No, they're all laughing, you know. He's like, oh, hey, Mom. It's like, so, honey, when are you going to tell you I had grandkids? It's like, Mom, and you have a girlfriend now? My little boy's going out. Mom, stop. No. Like, you were so little. I remember they're like, Mom, please. It's like, and then Tori's like, anyways, we should celebrate. Celebrate? Then, yeah, we should celebrate. But yeah, like, we should have throw a party to celebrate you got in your first place. And Izuku's like, oh. So, okay. So this is where things were about to get tricky. Not tricky, but things are about to get more interesting. So, so it's party time. So they're having a party. And they're throwing a party. They invite Class 1A. Baku didn't want to go because he's salty, because, you know. And Shoto doesn't want to go because, you know, he's trying to reflect on what happened. You know, Class 1A is invited. And so, Izuku invited them. And, you know, Toru said, oh, also inviting some friends. It's like, what up? We invited Class 1A. Oh, he's like, oh, you mean other giants? Like, yeah. Yeah, you could say that. And, well, I mean, that should be fun. Are they going to be on the best week ever? Like, yeah, they will. And, you know, what's his name? Fanfear? Yeah, Fanfear comes. You know, the party begins, and, you know, everybody Class 1A because they hear the knock on the door. Who else is missing? You know, Fanfear comes. She opens the door, and they say this scary looking ass dragon there is like, why? You know, Izuku's like, huh, interesting. And, you know, they open the door again, and Fanfear. And, you know, it's like, I hate everybody. So, you know, who is he going to be best friends with? Tokoyami. Yes, both AG boys are going to be best. They're going to be the best of friends. They're going to be so tight, bro. Like, it's a bromance, basically. As soon as they see each other, it's like, wow, bro. They look at each other. It's like, you know, little song. Let me tell you about your best friend. You know that song? Yeah, know the song. Yeah, I know the song. Anyway. So, yeah, that's the song they play in their minds. They're like, you're the one I've been looking for all my life. You're my best friend now. So they become best friends. And, you know, everybody. They start playing video games. Well, they start playing. He's wanting to play video games, so, you know, people does that. And then, where is it? it's her. And they just say, oh boy. She has arrived. Yep, Lucoa has arrived. And, you know, that her name is Coca-Cola. And like, what? It's like, you can just call her Lucoa. And, you know, everybody's just like, all the girls are, you know, looking at, it's like, damn. Bruh. Fucking Kominari and fucking Mineta are like fucking drooling. It's like, she's a goddess. Which, you know, ironically, she is a goddess, or a former goddess, but that's not the point. And Izuku's like, you know, he looks at her and, you know, he feels it. You know, and he's like, what the? Is this what Toru was talking about? Huh. Nah, I'm probably overthinking, right? But you know, still there's something, and it's like, oh, it's like, wow, so you're the one that's making Toru very happy, huh? It's like, you're a cute kid, you know. She hugs him right in the titty, like his face right in the melons, and you know, Izuku, the giant instinct is like, come on, bro, you know what you gotta do, bro. You know what you gotta do, bro. Like his mind, like. He has like little two subconscious, you know, little angel, little devil. The devil's like, come on, bro, you know what you gotta do. He's like, you better take her in there, bro. You better take her in there. You gotta show her. Bro, do it, bro. Do it. Slay the dragon. Come on, bro. And, you know, the angel's like, come on, you need to relax, Izuku. Don't do this. And, you know, fuck it. I'll join in. He's like, come on, Izuku. You gotta do it, bro. Like, narrator, what are you doing here? He's like, bro, look at her. Bro, you gotta do it. You know what you gotta do, Izuku. You gotta claim the dragon. Tame it. You see, bro, like, bro, they're huge. And wait till you see her eyes. Oh shit, that's in the future. Don't worry about it. Bye. Instant transmission. It's like, what? Who the fuck was that? Anyways, enough of that side plot. Anyway. So, you know, Izuku's in turn like part of me is like, oh boy, this is the best. You know what? If I could die here. But, you know, then Toru's like, Nicole, what are you doing? So, you know, they all entertain, you know, they have fun, they eat. And pretty much, it's already getting late, so it's just, but, you know, they got nothing to do. It's going to be the weekend. So class 1A goes back to the dorms, since, you know, there is still, like, what's it called? Curfew. Izuku doesn't really have a curfew. Izuku doesn't have a curfew because, you know, or he needs Eri and Kana to do cute things. And, you know, since, what's it called, the Uncle Nezu likes him, he's like, you're free to do what you want, Izuku. It's not going to happen at all. Loki, he's planning to take over the world. We all know this. He's going to use Kana and Eri to convince Toru Izuku to take over the world. We know this is what he's plotting. That rat is always plotting. Ratman is always plotting. And he's planning his coup d'etat. He's planning to take over the world. He's like, soon. Very, very soon. But he's really not, but you know he is. He's not, but he is. He's planning something. We know this. Anyways, besides that, so yeah, so just, you know, and the car is talking with Izuku. He's like, no, I gotta thank you. He's like, for what? It's like, for, you know, making Toru happy. It's like, I've never seen this happy before. He's like, really? Why? Let's just say, well, you're a dragon. Because he knows he's a dragon. She gets like, you're a dragon. He's like, well, part half dragon, but simply in a dragon. And I'm pretty sure Toru has told you about how the custom works for us, or somewhat. Well, her father is... She doesn't... usually other dragons don't have a will of their own. Their parents tell them what to do. And Toru was, as the humans call it, a rebel. And they just say her father wasn't happy about it. But seeing her with you, Kana and Eri, She seems happy. It's like she really needs it. I believe everybody in the world needs it. And Izuku is like, that includes you too, huh? And she's like, don't worry about me. It's like, true, but you're Toru's friend. And you are so far from honesty, you're a nice person. He's like, yeah, well, I gotta leave. Leave? Where are you going? He's like, I don't know. He's like, you could stay here. He's like, really? He's like, yeah, I don't mind. There's enough room. I think there's it's another room. There's an extra room. There's like 2 or 3 other rooms here. It's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. So Fear also stays there because he has fun. His best bud Tokoyami. He's like, thank you, Izuku. He's like, yeah. It's like, well, I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. And, she leaves to her room. He shows us to her room. He goes back to the living room. Kana and Eri are sleeping with her grandma and Ko. And Toru comes out. She's like, huh. So it's her. He's like, what? I can see it in your eyes. You like her as well too, huh? It's like, I think I do. Well, I don't like her, but I know that she is my mate. They just said that. He's like, It's like, yeah. She is a special one. And she can speak Oppai, don't she? He's like, Toru. He's like, what? You can't say she doesn't. I mean, he's like, okay, you're right. They're pretty huge. I'm not gonna lie, but because it's stuff like that. First of all, you were thinking about it in your head. It's like, what? It's like, how did you? It's like, I am your mate. I know everything you think. And plus, it's hard not to when your face is literally in between those things. So yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That is very true. It's like, anyways, I'm getting kind of tired. Let's go to sleep. It's like, yeah, let's go. And this recording ended off, guys. This has been part 4 of what Izuku had a dragon made. I'm actually gonna drop another video today as well, or maybe tomorrow. Don't know. If it's today or tomorrow. So I'm reading the webtoon. GOH. GOH. Y'all know where I'm going with this. See, now I watched the anime, but I heard that the anime did not do that manga justice at all. I mean that manga. I just said that, bro. Anyways, that being said, I hope you enjoy this part. I hope you enjoy, this type plot, since there probably a more parts to it. Because, that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy this part. Your boy is out.